Fuck you, I'm smarter, bitch.
I can't believe you're gonna rig this game.
We don't want to feel dumb anymore.
I feel so stupid right now.
We're here to find out if we're actually dumb. Don't ask us any questions.
Two bumbling morons. Fuck you, I'm smarter.
Welcome to Fuck You, I'm Smarter, the comedy game show where we compete with a guest to be crowned the smartest person in the room. Zoom, YouTube Live.
Woo!
Woo, woo, woo. Bow, bow, bow. You know, there's a moon out there.
That's what I heard. I heard she was full.
Oh, no, we shouldn't talk about the moon because this will be a few weeks after the moon.
Damn it. It'll probably be the next full moon. It's fine.
But this is what kind of house I'm living in. Ready? I
Okay.
looked up what time the moon was going to be, like an eclipse and like a
Full,
some sort of
da-da-da.
long full moon.
It's a long full moon.
And it said between 1 and 4. And
1 and 4 what?
1 and 4 in the morning.
Okay.
So I knew that wasn't happening. I got my flu shot and my booster yesterday.
You were
and I
passed
knew
out.
I was
You're not going out to
like
look at the
8 o'clock
moon.
at night.
Yeah.
So at 4 in the morning, I happened to wake up to pee.
No,
And-
that was the moon tapping you on the
Mhm.
shoulder.
And I looked, I like got up, I peed, and then I got back in bed. And I said, Bradley, it's 4 in the morning. Should we go look at the moon? And he went, no. And I said, okay. And we just skipped it. We didn't look.
Yeah.
We were awake, though, to look at it.
He was awake because you yelled at him.
I know. We're just loser. I feel like that was a loser move.
I did hear that this was the first full moon, lunar, whatever this was. It was the first one since like the 1400s.
I know. We're losers. We were awake.
Yeah.
He goes, it's too cloudy. And I thought, well, how do you know that?
Right.
in
You're not-
bed.
you don't
You're
know
not
that.
even.
It's an excuse.
It made him feel better. So that's where I'm at.
Well, I can't wait to find out if our guest looked at the moon yesterday.
Yes, I can't wait because they're on the same coast as us.
Right.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
Because I didn't believe it.
For some reason, we thought they were on the East Coast.
3:30 your time, our time, your time, who time? What?
Yeah.
Whose time?
I hadn't written the games yet, and you're like, well, see you in an hour and a half. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. We figured it out.
We figured it out.
Well, let's bring in our guests. They are the hosts of a very funny podcast about everything but the weather. It is called The Weather's
Yes.
Crazy. Hi, Greg and Jack. How are you?
Yes. Golf
Good,
clap.
how are you?
Golf clap. Thank you. Yeah. When you guys sent us the invite, we thought you were in Hawaii because you said you were Pacific time and we were 6:30 and it said 3:30 your guys' time. We didn't know what was happening.
I thought you must have been in
Oh,
a sailboat
wow.
somewhere between here and Japan.
All right.
Yeah, we're just floating on a ship somewhere out in the
Yeah.
Pacific.
Well, my head is on Hawaii time. You know what I mean? But my
No.
body is here.
I don't know what that means. I don't know if I want to know what that means.
I don't know.
I
Hi,
know what
guys.
it means. It's Hawaii time somewhere.
Yeah, it's
It is Hawaii time, so probably Hawaii.
So you guys
Yeah.
are in. You're
in California?
Berkeley. Where are you?
Yeah, San Francisco.
Steps
San
away.
Francisco.
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
The Bay Area.
Bay Area. And did you guys grow up there?
It's lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, we both grew up.
We
not
we
too
grew
far
up like 30 minutes away from here
away. Yeah.
and like almost blocks away from each other's houses.
Wow. So did you grow up
Yeah.
together, or where did you meet?
Yeah, we met in second grade.
Met in second grade,
Aw.
not first grade. I went
Why
to a
not?
Catholic school
Okay.
before going over to the public school where he was.
Oh, we're the
Ooh.
The nuns didn't
losers.
like me very much. I was a
So
little
you
bit of a
got
trouble kid.
you got kicked out of Catholic school at a very young age.
First grade.
Yeah, and had to go.
I was asked to leave was the
was the way they
phrase they
phrased it.
used.
Okay, well that
Okay.
was
Yeah.
nice of them to spare your feelings, I guess. Asked to leave. What did you do?
What did you do?
So they said that I and I put this in quotes because it's up to interpretation. They said that I started a gang. Was what they told my mother.
Oh, a first grader.
When you're in a first grade gang, like our whole thing was we climbed up on some play structure and like did a Power Rangers. Like I was the red Power Ranger, someone else was like the blue Power Ranger.
Mhm.
We all had like our different colors. We would wear that to school and then just tell everyone we were the Power Rangers. And they were like,
Oh,
"This is
wow.
aggressive."
That's the devil's work.
You guys
right
are-
there.
Wow, that
Yeah,
just
it's
sounds
the
like
devil's work.
kids playing, though, huh?
No, it's
No,
the devil's
I'm sorry.
work.
Right?
No,
No, you're right.
children should not have any fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
The
religion.
church says it's all about redemption. So the amount of like havoc you have to be raising in a first grader.
Wow.
And then up on you. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You're redeemed unless you wear red or blue or yellow to school.
Yeah. Wow.
Incredible.
That's crazy. So you go to second grade where the other kids go. out of the
Yeah.
the
Just
non.
shamefully walking in.
And you guys, was it love at first sight? Like, how'd it go down?
Yeah, I mean, we had the same class. We had a class taught by 2 teachers because one wasn't enough.
They were like, 12 kids, we need 2 teachers for this.
Understood.
Well, they
Understood.
probably heard that
And-
you were coming, Greg.
Yeah, they got an extra
Yeah.
one just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we just met playing at recess probably.
I think one of them was going through a divorce during the time. Did you ever pick up on that?
No,
No?
but now that you say that, it
Because
makes
she left class a lot. She had personal stuff going on. She was leaving all the time,
sense. Yeah.
and it was just one of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It was
That's what
when
the
you're in
other
second grade,
teacher's
you don't know
for.
those things. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We've talked about that on the podcast. Like if we do this hungover or if we just like think about like, could you imagine how hungover our teachers were sometimes? Like they had to deal with us in that state. I can't believe it.
No, exactly. Like you're there 5 days a week. You know that some of your teachers, or maybe
Are
all of them,
hungover
at some
once a
point,
week.
At some point, are hungover.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know a fair amount of teachers now. Like I'm friends with them, and it's really bizarre thinking that you were the people in charge of me. As a kid.
Yes. I know.
It's scary.
It's like babies teaching babies.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
And it's weird to like hang out with a friend at nighttime who is a teacher during the work week. And you're
Right.
like, shouldn't you be home right now? Like, don't you have
Isn't
to
it a
wake up at like
school
4?
night?
Yeah. Don't you have
Yeah.
homework? Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? Don't you have to grade some papers?
You basically have to present, like your job as a teacher, obviously is to teach kids, but like you're basically presenting all day long.
Yes.
And that, to me, that sounds anxiety.
It's a
provoking.
lot of energy.
Wait, but one of you in your homework said you liked
Yeah.
to present. Who was the presenter?
That's me actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Explain
So-
that.
Yeah.
Well,
you,
in order to be motivated to do schoolwork, I needed some sort of stakes. And so having to speak in front of the class it forced me to know what I was talking about because otherwise I could not care less about what the assignment was.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's cute. So as a student, you were saying in your email to us that you were smart enough to get by, but you didn't study. But then
Yeah,
Greg also
unfortunately.
said that he didn't study either.
No, very laissez-faire.
So you guys were students that just got by, basically, is what you're saying.
He got good grades. I got by.
It was a slow burn. It was a slow burn. It took a while. I had a meteoric rise. I was like a B through D student throughout middle school,
Okay.
and then in high school, first 2 years, C's pretty regularly. Like, okay, I'm showing up, getting
Yeah.
70s, and then junior and senior year, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, like I was eating Eggo waffles and getting A's,
Wow.
and it
Something
switched.
clicked.
Wow.
And you
Yeah,
never
something
studied,
clicked.
but you still never studied. Still a laissez-faire student.
Uh,
and just like
a little
figured
more,
out how to
a
do
little
it.
more,
Okay. All right.
Wow.
but not enough.
So, vaguely hard work pays off. Or, minimal effort pays off, you could say.
I wouldn't say it pays off.
Yeah, I think I've shot myself in the foot multiple times
Yeah.
by thinking I'm too smart for whatever the test was.
And then you would get up there in front of the class having to explain, having to present, and you'd be like, no, actually I don't know. Did
Exactly.
But
exactly.
it probably made you a good bullshitter, a good
Schmoozer, like a good
people
performer.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit, yeah, definitely.
I think both of us
Fake
in
it till
8th
you make
grade,
it.
when we were in class together, we would present sometimes as part of class. And I feel like our approach was always add in a little bit of factual information, but then layer it with some like gotcha jokes in the middle of it.
That's the way
Just
to
to
do
see
it.
if people are paying
You
attention.
gotta beef it up.
Really an opportunity for stand-up comedy with a little bit of whatever
Yeah.
the assignment was.
It's like on Maria Antoinette. You like throw some jokes in there.
That's so cute. I love that you guys have known each other for so long. What is your funniest memory of each other in school, like school related?
So this moment was actually probably like our biggest bonding moment as friends
Mhm.
was in 6th grade, our science class or
Seventh-
biology.
seventh grade.
Get
Very
it
important.
right.
It was Family Life Week.
Oh.
And so we were watching a pregnancy/birth video.
Oh.
Woof.
And I immediately was not feeling well, just regarding the
Don't
subject.
blame
of
you.
gender.
It's a
So
lot.
I was getting lightheaded. 7th grade me couldn't handle it. And so I went up to the teacher and was like, hey, I just need to like stand outside. There's a lot. And so I went outside, was trying to like take deep breaths, and I'm sitting out there, and all of a sudden Greg comes out and he goes, man, that was a lot. You feeling the same way? And I was like, yeah.
It was almost like that prison moment where you're like, what are you in for?
Right.
And we found out we're in for the same thing.
Wow,
Because like
that's really cute.
when you're like 11 years old, like I had seen a naked person like twice in my
Right.
life, and both
It's
of
a
them were
lot.
my mother. So like
Right.
at that point, you know, to go from 0 to 100, like I wanted to get there, but just my body was like, dude, this is
No.
too fast for us.
Too much. 11 years old to like go from not really even knowing what a naked person looks like to seeing a human coming out of another human, I think
Yeah,
is
and
a
I feel like-
really there should be some foreplay to that, so
Yeah,
to speak.
you
There should
gotta-
be
Yeah,
some
there should be some
You gotta
preamble.
massage
educational-
that.
Yeah, you
Massage
gotta
that
you
before
gotta
that.
you gotta build up to that. That is a lot.
Yeah,
for
show us a
little kid.
diagram, walk us through like, how
Yeah,
does this
'cause-
happen? How do
'cause
we
it-
get here?
Right.
A little bit of that.
Because it also just looks like very pain. You're like, this person is being tortured in front of me.
Can I tell you guys something really crazy?
I don't know.
So-
After what, piggybacking off of that, I don't know what you're gonna say, and I don't know if we're ready
Yeah.
for it.
So
Does anyone have a paper bag I can breathe into?
I was at a friend's house, my friend Tim, who was the first episode of Fuck You, I'm Smarter. And he has
was
this
the
friend,
episode.
Jessica, and they were joking about her birth video for one of her kids. She kept saying, it's shot right out there. It's shot right out there. And I was like, we were laughing and making jokes about it. And she's like, do you want to see it?
No.
So we put it on the TV in the living room and we watched it over and over because this
Oh my
baby literally, like someone was throwing a football, shot out of her. It was the craziest thing. I said, play it again, play it again.
Oh my god.
I couldn't believe what was happening.
I love that she was fine with watching that, like
over and over.
sipping a cocktail, being like, "Let's watch
Mhm.
my
Yeah.
birth video
Yeah.
7 times."
I like how she just had that just like on deck,
She
ready
did.
to go.
on,
Like,
ready to go. Ready.
watch
She
this?
did.
Yeah, yeah,
Amazing.
it's right in here next to my 25th birthday party,
Right.
and also my birth video. Here we go.
Yeah, yeah. yeah.
Yeah, it was
She was
great.
just she was so ecstatic. I'm sure that someone actually wanted to watch it.
Wait, that's a really cute memory. What about you,
Yeah.
Greg? Do you have any other memories, like favorite memories of Jack?
Yeah, my favorite memory of Jack was, I think you'll remember this, was a middle school baseball game playing against Jack. Jack was on a different team, and at this point, we've become pretty good friends, and so you know we sort of do middle school together. You know, if the birth story has anything to show, it's
Yeah.
that we did middle school together. And we're playing baseball. We're not on the same teams though, so it's like a little league game. We're not on the same team. Jack is pitching, so I'm excited about this. I haven't seen Jack pitch before. I go up to bat immediately. Well, not immediately. It's a few pitches. It was a little higher in the count,
Okay.
and I hit a little shot out to left field, and I thought it was a home run. And so I start like celebrating on my way to
Yeah.
first base, which by the way, who cares? It's a T-ball or it's a little league game, but
Right.
because it's off of him, I'm way
We're
happy.
like, woo!
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm celebrating, and I see like the outfielder running towards the ball because it did not go far enough. And it sort of like trickled to the fence. It wasn't even a home run.
Aw.
Wasn't even close. And I'm like rounding first base, and I was like, oh, now I have to sprint now. You know, where you have to go from being ecstatic to like trying to be a part of
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah.
So I'm
yeah, you
sprinting to
can't just
second base.
rest on your laurels. You're like, I actually have to try, or I'm gonna
Right.
get out. Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so it ended up being it went from what I thought was going to be a home run against my best friend
Right.
to a very sad, like almost
Yeah.
double against my best friend. But I remind him about once a year, just so
At
he
least once a year.
he remembers.
I did strike him out his next at bat.
But at that point, it doesn't really matter, you know.
So
Mhm.
it was kind of the beginning of our rivalry.
Rivalry. Well, we're
yeah,
gonna-
competition.
We're
Yeah.
diving
We're gonna
into that
stoke
today.
those
We
fires.
are
Oh,
tonight.
yeah.
yeah.
You guys
yeah.
are playing against each other, and we're super, super excited about it. Before we play our games, though, I have a selfish question for myself and myself only. Because you guys are in the Bay Area, you guys live very close to my favorite band, Green Day. I would like to know
Yes.
how many times you've seen them live.
Ooh, okay. I've never seen Green Day live. However, my
Oof,
first concert
wrong
was seeing
answer.
Linkin Park live.
Another wrong answer.
Boo.
That's another wrong
I'm
answer.
so disappointed in you guys. You've no
it's
idea.
fine.
No, I just know they play a
Live
lot
your
Never
life.
seen Green Day
locally.
live.
I know they play
But
a
I
lot
had a friend
locally.
that dressed up as Green Day in middle school.
All
And
right.
he did a little concert. So
Okay.
proxy.
We'll take it.
That's fine.
You've
Oh,
seen
wait.
It's half a concert.
adjacent. Green Day adjacent.
One
Exactly.
You
more.
have
I
a
just
selfish
have.
question.
It's not a selfish question. It's actually based on
Oh, yes.
some of what one of you said.
Where did we put the?
Where did I
yes,
write that?
yes. We have some
Who?
questions.
Greg. Greg had a brief
You like
rapping
Radiohead?
phase. Do I
Oh
like-
God.
Yeah.
Do I like
Yeah.
Radiohead?
Yeah.
Do I like Radiohead? No, I don't like Radiohead. Okay, I would die for Radiohead. Greg, I want to hear. I want to hear briefly about your brief rapping phase, and then I want to hear your most embarrassing band name because you said you were in some
Oh
embarrassing
yeah,
bands.
yes.
Oh boy.
Ooh, Lindsey.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of sounded like that actually. Yeah, my rap phase was very brief. I thought it was cool then, but looking back on it, it's probably one of the most shameful times of my life.
Okay. Okay.
You could have found me on a website called Pure Volume. Did you guys ever hear of
Is it
Pure
still
Volume?
there?
Is it still there? 'Cause
there?
that's all I want to know. I
Can we
want
find
the
it?
I want the evidence. Like I want to see it.
Oh
If
no,
it's-
Pure Volume was gone in like 2009.
Okay.
Okay.
We don't know.
It was one of those like old school like Napster type of sites.
Oh,
Got
got
it.
it.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
If
If you
no,
have
I mean
any
these files are deleted
MP3s
off
of
the
this
disk.
that you could
Yeah,
possibly
if you want to share
send,
anything, just
you
let us know.
know.
It's no,
We're
you guys, you
open.
don't understand how embarrassing it is. I cannot let this get out. Like I would almost rather tweet something racist than
Right.
have these
Understood.
songs get out there.
Understood.
Wow, that must
Okay.
be
An
real
end of
bad
the year
then.
party in 8th grade
Yeah.
at the school, and the school like hired a DJ, and somehow the DJ got a hold of your song and was playing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was I there?
Yeah. You're there.
I
Were
think
you
I
like, this
blocked
is
it. I
me,
think
this is my jam.
blocked it out of my memory. So my album was called The Mixed Up Files of a G.
Write that down.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
God.
Mixed
And
up.
and I had I had three songs. I had I'm a Balla, which was my hit song.
That was your hit.
That was a hit to about three people, three in my family.
Look, if
and
you can
the
change
second
just
one
one
was-
person's life, it's you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, then I think it
worth
changed
it.
mine for the worse. But, I had two other songs. One of them, I'm a Balla, was like my, hey, I'm a rapper, I'm here now. It's just so you guys know who I am.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But then I had sort of like an introspective song. Do you remember the name of it?
No,
It was
but I
like-
remember this song.
It's something like, it's just a dirty sweater. Like I try so hard,
Just the
but all I get's a dirty sweater.
All I
You
get's a
know, my
dirty
effort's not
sweater.
paying off.
Yeah, no, it makes. I get it. Yeah, we
Yeah.
understand. Yeah,
There you go.
Wow. It's like
There you
mom's
go.
spaghetti on your swetter already, you know?
Exactly.
100. Yeah, but
What's that?
before Eminem.
Eminem.
Oh.
Oh, this was before. You thought with the sweater first.
Are you Eminem?
yeah. I've just gotten a little more into Radiohead. That's it.
All right, cool. And you had it, and the embarrassing band name?
Okay, two bands. One in high school was called Four Rose Petals and a Bottle of Wine.
Why only 4 rose petals? Why not the whole rose?
There were 5 of us, and our lead singer was the bottle of wine. The rest of us were the rose petals.
Oh, got it.
Beautiful. And then you had another one that you were going to share?
Yeah, and I would like to say I didn't name either of these. I'm the drummer, so I get like least say
Right.
in any band
Right.
decision ever.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, the second
Understood.
one in college was Pleasure Principle.
That's not that bad.
Okay, I'll take it.
I think it's better than 4 rose petals and a bottle of wine.
Do you think you were like a high school principal in charge of the pleasure, or was it like?
Oh, I thought of it more as like a principal.
I like it. The
Principal, not a
prince. I like the
principal.
principal. I like
Principal.
the pleasure principal.
That's
Wow.
that sounds like a lawsuit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, I get it. Like a like the
Yeah.
actual principal of the school.
Principal of the school. Yeah.
But he's in charge of
okay,
pleasure.
one quick question before we start. Jack, you said that you burned CDs. That was like a big making playlists and burning CDs. Give us like
Yes.
the first 3 songs on like an old school burn CD that you would make for a love interest.
Oh yeah, a girl that you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Man.
how are you gonna woo? What are your woo songs? Like, you gotta listen to
Definitely anything off of the T-Pain Epiphany album.
this. Okay.
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 It's a solid one.
Probably it's probably a 50 Cent song.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
In the Woo
like
Girl
21
album?
He goes
This is,
hard.
I
You're
mean-
throwing two.
He goes hard with the Woo girls.
Mhm.
And then there would be
Gotta
like
get into
Usher Confessions.
Okay, then we bring it.
Oh,
Then we
then
like.
we bring
then
it
we
down.
shift.
Yeah.
We shift.
Got it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm. I see.
Wow.
Do you remember
I
the
see.
one time you burned a CD and you left it in my car
Yeah.
when you visited me in college? And I started driving my car and I put on the CD player and I was like, this is definitely not my CD. I don't have any of these songs. I've never listened to these songs before. And I thought my mechanic like lent his my
Amazing.
first guess was that my
Yeah.
mechanic was either listening to that CD or like his teenage son or daughter
Yeah.
borrowed my car.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so funny. But then you're like,
There was
I'm getting
probably-
so many chicks now with the CD playing in my car.
Yeah, exactly.
I had an embarrassing
the
thing
21
happen to me with a mix CD. I was on a plane and I must have had it like in a little mini like DVD thing, like the Walkman thing.
Yeah.
And it fell out or something. I don't know what happened, but I woke up to a flight attendant being like, Mike's makeout mix? Is this anyone's Mike's makeout mix? And I was like, oh my God, that's mine. My friend Mike made like Mike's makeout mix. And I was like,
Your
oh
friend
my
Mike?
God.
Yeah. Was
Yeah.
he your boyfriend?
I don't know if we were making out then. Maybe.
I think after you
It was
listened
the
to
Mike's
I mean,
makeout mix.
After you
What was
listened
on
to
Mike's
that,
makeout mix?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but it was probably like dashboard confessional
Yes,
and like
that's
some
correct.
garbage.
Yeah.
But
love
I
it.
was mortified. But I got it. I had to get it back. I mean, it was a great mix.
Yeah.
All right, should we play?
Let's do it.
Fuck you, I'm smarter.
Let's do it.
Oh God, I'm so excited.
Are
I'm
you
simultaneously
guys-
very nervous too.
Don't be
I haven't
nervous.
done any schooling in a
Don't
long
be
time.
nervous. Don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous.
We're really stupid, so it's totally you're in good company if you are too.
Do you want to take them to Shakespeare class first?
Sure.
Or- yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that.
So
God.
one of you did Shakespeare camp? Jack? Did you do
Yeah. It
Shakespeare?
lasted 3 days. I think it was a 5-day program.
Oh, you couldn't
Uh,
hack it. So this is perfect. So you don't know anything, and Greg probably doesn't know anything.
Great.
Because like he didn't like English, right?
No, and we also
Yeah.
didn't coordinate on any of this. So I didn't even know you went to a Shakespeare camp,
Yeah.
and now we're gonna answer
Truth is
Shakespeare
coming out.
questions.
The truth is coming
Ready.
out. Okay. All right. Let's do it. So wait, did you get kicked out for doing Power Rangers moves off of the?
No, I didn't get kicked
gym?
out. I told my mom, I was like, I don't like any of the people there. I don't like the teachers. I won't go back.
I don't like the subject matter. I don't like Shakespeare.
That was a Shakespearean move.
The thing is,
That
I
was.
actually kind of like
Right.
Shakespeare.
Oh, you just didn't
Um,
like the program.
I just didn't like exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
Okay.
recite any Shakespeare?
We're gonna find out.
I'm hoping you'd give us a little preview.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do a little game that I like to call Shakespeare Shenanigans.
Bringing it back for the
Mm.
new listeners.
For the new listeners, this is actually an old game, and this is I actually gathered some questions that we've done in past episodes with Clayton and with Rose, and just change them up a little bit. But this is a game that we like to do just to shake it up a little bit. And it's just going to be, you're going to
Sure.
fill in the blanks. I'm going to give you an A, B, and C. I'll give you a multiple choice. And I'll go back and forth between you asking questions. And we're going to take a modern phrase or it's a modern sentence with modern problems. And we're going to ask you to fill in the blanks with what would make sense in Shakespeare's time. So you're going to use the correct Shakespearean word or phrase to finish this modern sentence. So, Jack, we'll start with you since you're
the pro.
You're the pro here,
Yeah,
obviously.
you're in the hot seat.
Okay. Number one.
Hope the 3 days come back to you.
He is such a douchebag. Oh my God. I would never let him put his blank in my blank. Ugh. He is such a douchebag. I would never let him put his blank in my blank. I would never let
Sounds like
him
Hamlet.
I would never let him put his French withered pears in my bum bailey. Or I would never let him put his vile standing tuck in my pie corner.
Oh.
Or I would never let him put his cup of sack in my carbuncle. What?
I can't wait to see what you choose.
It was the second one. 100%.
Vile standing tuck in my pie
Vile
corner.
Yes.
That is correct.
He's a pro.
Wow. Vile standing tuck is an erect penis, and a
Yep.
pie corner is a poussoir.
Yep.
Wow.
Listen,
Did
Greg.
you know that?
Yeah.
He knows his pie corners, so you better watch out.
Wow.
Amazing.
I guess that CD does work.
I guess it does. Very good. How did you know that? I'm impressed.
I wasn't lying.
I thought you were just reading body language. I totally thought you knew nothing, and you were just trying to sense out from her which one
No,
was
he
the right
said
one.
100%.
He was like, he knew.
He knew it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He says
Is that
really
one
well.
from Romeo and Juliet? Okay, Greg, number 2. Hey, bro, I think I need to see a doctor. I woke up this morning with a blank on my blank.
Ooh.
Hey, bro, I think I need to see a doctor. I woke up this morning with a padjock on my arm gaunt.
Ooh.
I woke up this morning with a scutcheon on my flibbertigibet.
Whoa.
Or I woke up this morning with a 3-piled piece on my pizzle.
Oof. Those all seem rough.
Yeah. It
I wish I
itches.
woke up with a 3-piled piece on my pizzle.
I don't know that you do, but maybe.
What was the second thing that you said? It sounded like Finnish or something.
Scutcheon. I woke up with a scutcheon on my flibbertigibet.
On my flibbertigibet, you said?
Flibbertigibet. Yes,
Yeah.
on your
Yeah,
flibbertigibet.
that's the
yeah.
one. That's the one.
Oh,
Flibbertigibet.
I'm so sorry. That is
Ooh.
incorrect. Jack, would you like a
Oh, no.
chance to steal?
Ouch.
Oh, you can steal?
Yeah, we can steal.
Can I hear the? I believe it's the
Padjock
first one.
on my arm gaunt. That's the first one is padjock on my arm gaunt.
Okay.
That's the one you're going with.
Can
That's
I
the
hear the
one?
last one more time, just for good measure?
3-piled piece on my pizzle.
The first one.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's not padjock on my arm gaunt. It is 3-piled piece
Ooh.
on my pizzle.
Should have went with
Ah, I knew
pizzle.
it.
Ooh,
God.
3-piled piece refers to a syphilis sore, and a pizzle is specifically a bull's penis, but in this context, we're using it for
Wow.
human body. Yeah.
Oh, dear. I don't want either of those things.
No, you
No.
really don't. Number 3, let's move on. Jack, this is for
Wow.
you. All right. Well, listen, guys. Becky's trying to get laid for her birthday. You know how Becky is. Becky's got a Becky. So it looks like we're all going to have to go out with her all night for her birthday while she blanks with the blanks.
Ugh.
All right. So Becky's trying to get laid all night. She's going to be A, gathering heads with the fools zanies. What else is she going to be doing? Well, she might be dyeing scarlet with the flowerets. Or
Ooh, wow.
is she possibly pluckering down with the bungholes?
Ooh. Ooh, Becky.
Ooh,
These are all
she's
pretty tough.
getting wild tonight.
Plucker him with the
Yeah.
Becky has some good
bungholes.
options here.
She
It
does,
was
yeah.
gathering heads with who?
heads with the fools zanies, dyeing scarlet with the flowerets, pluckering down with the bungholes.
I believe it's the first one.
That is incorrect.
Ooh.
Mm.
All right, Greg, chance to steal. Is she dyeing scarlet with the flowerets, or is she pluckering down with the bungholes?
As much as I want it to be C, I think the answer's B.
That is correct. Very good. You have
Yes.
stolen it. She's dyeing scarlet with me, which just means drinking heavily. And the flowerets are young men in the flower of their manhood.
Wow.
Ooh, what's the flower
yes.
of their manhood? Is that like the beginning of the manhood?
Yeah. So she likes the young ones.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good for
Spicy.
Becky.
Becky's
Becky.
a bit of a cougar, and
Yeah.
we're not
Wow,
judging.
okay.
Yeah.
No.
As long as they're 18.
Please.
17
Yeah.
in some states.
Ew. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's okay. Don't take our word for it.
Shout out Alaska.
Yeah. Okay. So now, you just stole, but it's your turn, Greg. If you really loved me, Chad, you would never have blanked the blank in the back of that theater. If you really loved me, Chad, you would never have grizzled the gudgeon
Ooh.
in the back of the theater, or you would never have untrust the jig maker in the back
Oh.
of the theater, or you would
Whoa.
never have tittle tattled the hedge priest in the back of that theater. Chad.
I want to know what all of these mean afterwards.
Okay.
These are amazing.
I think I do.
What was
have that
what was the first
information.
one again?
Grizzled the Grudgeon.
Yeah, get it right.
Grizzled
no.
the Grudgeon.
Sorry. Grizzled the Gudgeon.
Gudgeon.
Grizzled the Gudgeon.
That changes things.
Doesn't it?
Grizzled the Gudgeon. And sorry, the second one more time. I already eliminated the
I
third
know.
one.
It's fine. Grizzled the Gudgeon. Untrust the Jig Maker. Or Tittle Tattle the Hedge Priest.
I think, gosh,
Something
this is
funny
one of the
about
hardest questions.
Someone whispering, Tittle Tattle the Hedge Priest.
Tittle tattle. I'm gonna go with Grizzled the Grudgeon.
That is incorrect. It's not Grizzled the Grudgeon or the Gudgeon. Jack, chance to steal. Untrust the Jig Maker or Tittle Tattle the Hedge Priest.
Get a 50-50 shot here.
Only because I dislike tittle tattled, I'm gonna go with untrust the.
That is correct.
What is it?
Wow.
Yeah.
The Jig Maker.
Wow.
The
I
Jig
feel like
Maker.
you should get a half point for not knowing the rest of it.
The jig maker.
There you go.
Yes.
It is untrust, which means to disrobe, and the Jig Maker is someone would. Let's see. It was typical in Shakespeare's day. After the play was over, one of the actors, usually the company's best comic actor, would perform a lively jig, a bawdy song and dance routine. The hedge priest is an illiterate priest. Grizzled means gray. A gudgeon is a fish.
Gray fish.
And I don't know what tittle tattle is.
I'll show you what
Yeah,
tittle
you
tattle
will.
is. I'll show you.
All right.
I was
couple
waiting
more.
for someone to say that.
All right. Now everyone's stealing. So now I'm confused. Whose turn is it? I believe it's
I
Jack's
think it's
turn?
Jack's turn.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
Jack's
yeah.
turn. If you
think
really
you're up,
loved
right?
me, Chad. If you really loved me, Chad. Here we're back to Chad. If you really loved me, Chad, you would know that I need you to blank my blank once in a while.
I hear you.
I'm gonna need you, Chad. Sometimes, not every time, but sometimes I am just gonna need you to draw apart my stool ball.
Whoa.
Chad, sometimes I'm just gonna need you to fettle my fish.
Ooh.
Chad, sometimes can you please just tickle my catastrophe?
Ooh.
That speaks to
I
me.
love the third one, but it's a bit too modern. for
Tickle
me
my
at this
catastrophe?
stage. Yeah.
What is this, wine?
It's a bit
Too modern for you?
I think it's the
Need a
first one.
vintage. Draw apart my stool ball. That is incorrect. Greg, chance to steal.
Ah,
Do I need Chad to fettle my fish or to tickle my catastrophe?
He needs to tickle your catastrophe.
That is correct.
Woo!
He needs to tickle my
all right,
catastrophe.
Shakespeare ahead of his time.
Wow.
Yeah, tickle my catastrophe means I'll beat you on the backside.
Ooh.
Smack on the
That
booty.
sounds like that thing from the 500 Days of Summer. What is it? Like color my life with something.
I've
guys watch
seen
that
that
movie?
movie and I don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh.
But that's what I need.
Oh for
Yeah.
four.
Just like that.
But a
Tickle
little
my catastrophe.
but just a little more romantic.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
Okay, great. Let's do one more. Greg. Oh, listen. I am so done with Chad, okay?
Oh,
That
this Chad.
that
character.
Chad, okay? That blanking blank cheated on me again.
Ah.
That boxing bugglebow, that ranging ramp, or that peevish suitorkin. What would I call him? I'm mad at him. He's cheating on me again. Boxing bugglebow, ranging ramp, peevish suitorkin.
Yeah, I think boxing bugalow is almost a compliment. I don't see that as a
Yeah.
like I see
It
that
could be, it
positively
could be.
for some
right,
reason.
Right.
I like the last one, the peeving. What was it?
Peevish suitorkin.
Peevish suitorkin. Yeah, I'm going with that one.
It's
I like that one.
incorrect. It's incorrect.
Oh. Jack, this is
You
You
your
guys do
chance
better.
to
Do better with
steal.
the stealing, Jack.
Yeah.
We do.
Boxing
We like stealing.
bugglebow. Yeah, because you have such a rivalry between the two of you. Or a ranging ramp. Boxing bugglebow, ranging ramp.
I'll go with boxing bugglebow.
Correct. I'm sorry. It was actually a ranging ramp.
Can I steal
Wow.
back Raging Ramp?
You cannot at this point steal any longer. Although good try. We're
Too
not
bad
that
for your
dumb.
stew balls and
Yeah.
your pistols because
Ah.
you guys didn't get it right.
Yeah, ranging
Shakespeare.
means you're inconsistent, and a ramp is a common term for being a whore.
Ooh.
So, yes.
Well,
I have been called that. I have been
Yes,
called that.
you ranging ramp.
That was
arranging ramp.
that was really fun.
Yeah.
I love Shakespeare.
I love Shakespeare Shenanigans. It's really fun. I want to bring some of these insults back. So
Don't forget them.
yeah.
You're tied right now, so
Wow. Okay,
let's
good.
keep this puppy rolling. The
Yeah.
pressure is
Okay.
Pressure's on.
on.
Let's do it.
2 points for each.
I'm just warming up.
Okay, great.
I'm drinking my chamomile tea. I'm ready to
Woo!
go.
Oh yeah.
Chamomile,
into that
chamomile.
chamomile.
The chamomile. Yeah, so much energy in that. I think it's prescribed for sleepy time and menstrual cramps. But good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Both of which I have. So
Speaking of menstrual cramps,
Have you seen a baby being born?
we're going to show you a video.
Yeah, and that's what we cut to now. It's a podcast,
Yeah.
but we're going to describe it to you in vivid detail.
I'm going to show you Jessica's birth video over and over again before you
She
answer
okayed
these
it.
questions. Yeah. So we're going to go to psychology class.
Ooh, fun.
Because
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
on your podcast, The Weather's Crazy, you guys talk about everything but the weather. So we're not going to talk about the weather.
Right, because
weather,
they
the
refuse
weather.
for some reason to
Yeah,
talk about
what's
it.
your problem with the weather? Why can't
What
you
you
talk
got
about
against
the
the weather, huh? What'd the weather ever do to you? Although it can be very aggressive.
You want me to take this
You
one?
want to?
It's always funny to
There's a
know like
story
who's
here.
going to start speaking.
There is a story here.
There's no stories. Just it's San Francisco. It's 60 and foggy every day.
Oh.
And you
always
know,
the
like
same.
when you walk out, yeah, it's always the same. People are like, "Do you know how foggy it is today?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I see it every day."
yeah,
It's the same.
same as it was yesterday.
So-
Same as it will be tomorrow.
Understood.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
got it.
The
Well-
name also allows us to tell people it's only about the weather, and
Yeah.
we like that.
We're hoping to get some weather crossover. Like we'd love for someone who's just like, I wonder what the weather is today,
Yeah.
to look up our podcast as like a little, let's listen to an hour-long thing about the weather, just so I'm in the know.
see.
And then they hear us talking about
Everything
we're
but.
talking about.
Exactly.
Well, one of our past episodes with the duo from the podcast brought to you by The Letter, they are obsessed with the weather. So we will
Future meteorologists
yes,
of America.
we will tell them that you guys hate the weather and you guys could
Maybe you guys could do a
Ooh,
crossover.
Maybe they
There you
could
go.
play
Yeah.
against each other.
Wait.
Whoa.
Is this-
yeah, yeah.
Is this brought to you by the Letter podcast, A to Z, where they teach you something?
Yes.
We're signed up. We're I think we're gonna learn about
Talk to them
L. Ron
about the
Hubbard
weather.
at some point.
Talk
Oh,
to them about the
amazing.
weather.
So you guys are going to be on
Okay.
their pod.
Okay.
Perfect.
They're really cool
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're very cute. They did our episode. They're lovely.
We're doing Ben Franklin.
We're doing Ben Franklin. We're going on their podcast to talk
Oh.
about
who
Ben Franklin.
may or may not have ever been a president.
We don't
Was
know.
he? I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't think so.
Well, we're
but
gonna
he
know
could have been.
after
Did he
they
invent
teach us.
electricity?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Something with his teeth. Okay. So we're going to go to psychology class and we're going to play a game called Anything But the Weather. And we're going to talk about different ways the weather affects our mood, our minds, our bodies.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about the weather.
Everything
Mm.
but.
Everything but the weather. All right, let's start this time with Greg since we started with Jack last time. Well, you guys know about seasonal affective disorder because you live in a place where it's always gloomy. So let's talk about sad. When we lived in New York, I had sad all the time.
You did.
I had a layer of funk that just lived on top of me and made me sad.
It was hard to be your friend.
Woo! All right. Can you tell me what causes sad? Which one of these is not true about sad? So one of these statements is not true about seasonal affective disorder. Greg, the decrease in sunlight may disrupt your body's internal clock and lead to feelings of depression. Or is it B? Reduced sunlight can cause a drop in serotonin that can trigger depression. Or is it C? The change in season can disrupt the balance of the body's level of melatonin, which plays a role in sleep patterns and mood. Or D, reduced sunlight can cause a drop in vitamin E that can trigger depression.
Wow. Okay. So you guys added a fourth one here, so it's making it a little more challenging.
Yeah.
We're getting real here. We're getting real.
Options.
Remind me what the second one was. That
This-
one struck
so
a chord
there's
with me.
a change in your body's internal clock. There's a drop in serotonin, there's a drop in melatonin, and then there's a drop in vitamin E are your options. Which one is not true?
Oh, which one's not? Oh, wait. Which one's not true?
Which one is not true?
Oh, gosh. I was like, I feel like these are all true. So that's good. Okay. Which one's not true?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go. I think it's the melatonin one. The drop in melatonin.
Ooh, that is incorrect.
Oh.
Jack, let's see if you can come in for the steal.
Okay, sorry to do this to you, but can I hear the first and the last one again?
So
Put it
it's
back.
the decrease in sunlight disrupts your body's internal clock, like your circadian rhythms. There's a drop in serotonin. There's a drop in melatonin, or the reduced sunlight can cause a drop in vitamin E.
Vitamin E.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's not true.
That is correct.
Oh, wow.
I put that in there because vitamin E is a cure. Like, it helps you when you have seasonal affective disorder, but it's not like why we have it.
Yeah.
But it can
Isn't it?
help
Doesn't
us.
the sun give us vitamin D? And that's why.
Right.
And that's what.
Yeah, but that's like a cure, but that's not actually a cause. Like, we
It doesn't
don't
cause the depression.
I
It
just thought you
doesn't-
were saying that it was because it was vitamin D, not vitamin E, like a lack of vitamin
But
D.
it's also not that. It's also not that. It's basically because our body clocks are off because
Right.
it gets darker earlier, so our bodies get out of
Right.
whack.
Mhm.
And then the reduced sunlight drops our serotonin, our
Right.
melatonin.
Wouldn't
but
it
the vitamin D?
Wouldn't it increase melatonin? Because that's what makes us sleep. That's like the sleepy time hormone.
The change in season can disrupt the balance of the body's level of melatonin. So it
Disrupts
it
the
just
balance.
disrupts the balance.
Yeah, I think it probably
Oh,
gives you
okay.
more.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
Okay.
guess.
Okay, let's go
That was
to
a hard one.
That was good.
Yeah, let's go to Jack. All right. While winter sad is the most common, many people experience summer sad. Did you know there's a
Oh.
summer sad?
I'm sad all the time.
I've heard this.
So it's really I don't know.
I didn't
the
know there
difference.
was a summer sad. So, Jack, which one of these is a symptom of summer sad? So which one is a symptom? A, excessive sleeping, B, increased appetite, or C, weight loss. Which one of these is a symptom of summer sad? Excessive sleeping, increased appetite, weight loss.
I believe it's excessive sleeping.
That is incorrect. Greg, do you want to try to
Wow.
steal?
So we have increased appetite and weight loss. Are the other two?
Yes.
I'm going to go with increased appetite.
That is incorrect.
Wow.
So, winter sad, you get more sleeping, you get an increased appetite. Summer sad, you have disturbed sleep because it's sunnier more often or the lights out more. You have a poor appetite and you can have weight loss during
Wow.
summer sad.
Then
And that makes you summer sad, though?
It makes you summer sad.
Wow.
I don't know why.
I think Lana Del Rey sang about it.
Summer sad?
You did?
Summertime sadness.
Summer
Summertime
sad,
sadness. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that was about
She
increased
sang it a little
appetite.
better
Not
than
a lot
that.
of people know that.
Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
All right. So now it's Greg.
Yep.
True or bullshit? Okay. So true or false? True or bullshit?
Mhm.
People with bipolar disorder will sometimes experience manic or hypomanic episodes triggered by winter weather. These typically include having lots of energy, little need for sleep, racing thoughts, and starting new ambitious projects. True or bullshit? The winter can bring out bipolar and manic behavior.
Everything you described sounds like what my life has been in the last couple months, so I kind of hope it's not. I'm gonna say it's true.
No, it is actually bullshit. They are triggered by warmer weather.
Hmm.
Warmer weather.
Okay.
I'm
So
striking out in this
you're
in this
alone,
segment.
Greg. You're alone. All right. Jack, true or bullshit? One study that has been done about SAD found that when you're in a good mood, the weather actually doesn't have much effect on your mood. when you're in a good mood, the weather doesn't really affect your mood.
No, I
True.
think that's false.
No, it is actually true.
Can I steal? No.
If you're in a bad mood, the weather can make it worse. But if you're in a good mood, the weather doesn't have the same effect on your mood.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Worse
Interesting.
moods are correlate with less sun and more wind. Didn't know that.
Oh, I
More
remember
wind?
getting very, very angry in New York City on a certain street because it was like a wind tunnel. And in the winter
Yeah.
time when I was going to work and I had to
Mm.
leave my apartment at 6 a.m. and
Yeah.
it was dark and winter and that wind was blowing through the tunnel and there was through the street and there was a Starbucks on the corner and I would have to walk past like the trash and the wind was blowing in my face and it smelled like rotten milk and garbage.
Ah.
Oh God.
That did make me
Yeah.
angry.
Yeah, that'll
that
make
made me
you
really
real
angry.
angry.
It gets super windy over here, and it
I
like
bet.
knocks you over.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You just
scary.
can't have a good day when it's that windy.
Well, that's
Just
what
nothing is gonna go.
science says too. Science.
Unless you're already in a good mood, so good luck.
If you're in a good
Yeah,
mood,
and then you're just
like,
unfazed.
woo,
Ride the
yeah.
wind, baby.
All right.
I feel like
two-
Becky was in a good mood.
Yeah, she was in a
She
real
was.
good
Little
mood.
callback.
I think it's Jack. Is it Jack's turn?
When she wasn't being such a ramp.
She was
such
being
a
a
ramp.
ranging ramp.
She's a dirty little arranging ramp. All right. Jack, last question for Jack. Is it Jack's turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, droughts, and heat waves can massively increase your stress and anxiety, both as you wait to see if you're actually going to be affected by an impending disaster or afterward when you're trying to deal with the fallout. So these situations can trigger anxiety, panic, depression, and you may get PTSD. Even years after the fact, you can still have the PTSD. But on the other hand, severe weather can also have some positive effects. Can you name 2 positive effects that the weather can have on your psyche? Bad weather, crazy weather can have on your psyche.
There's a right or wrong, or is this up for interpretation?
This is just up for interpretation. Give me 2 ways if you come out of a storm, how...
I mean, snow day, you get the day off school.
Oh,
you,
that's nice.
get to do an adventure at home.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Easy. Next one is like dancing in the rain, I think. Like you get to kind of lose your
Ooh.
inhibitions.
Love that.
Release
know
your
what?
inhibition.
This is not what I was looking for, but I'm going to give you a
Give him
point.
the point anyway, I think.
For I get to imagine
Creativity.
you dancing in the rain.
This
which
is
a
him.
Really
I buy that.
nice-
This is his version of standing up in front of the class, not
Yes,
having done his work, and
yes.
just being a good presenter,
100%.
making shit up as he goes.
Beautiful. It's-
Spinning it.
We've known
figuring out a
0
way.
of these answers.
Yes. Yeah, you guys are definitely talk about everything but the weather in your podcast because you got none of these right.
What were you looking for, Lens?
I was looking for in these circumstances, you can actually lift your mood when you have to help your neighbors if there's a hurricane or something happens, like coming together, camaraderie,
I see.
donating.
Okay.
Oh, also
Volunteering.
See what you were saying.
sometimes people who typically struggle with anxiety or depression are actually able to stay calm and focus when these dire things happen. So they've seen actual good come out of these situations when it comes to anxiety or depression.
Interesting.
That's cool.
All right, well, let's see if Greg...
So you're anxious or depressed? Go into the eye of the storm. Just fucking go straight into
go
the hurricane.
straight into it. It'll help.
Like, what do you have to lose?
Yeah.
Okay, so this last question is for Greg. Let's see
Wait,
if we
didn't
can...
you start with Greg? He shouldn't be the last one, right? Did I make
I
that
can
up?
be. I can be the last one.
Okay, well, just
Yeah,
I need some
whatever.
points.
That's fine. Okay.
All right. There's research to suggest that hot weather may make us more anxious or irritable and even violent. Despite the fact it said that warmer weather doesn't affect us, this same website says that. For example,
Do your own research.
one study found that people with panic disorders tended to have more problems in the August heat, and they were more sensitive to weather changes in general. It is also well documented that rates of violent crime tend to increase in hot weather. There can be several factors involved here. Can you name 3 reasons why violent crime would increase in the hot weather?
3 reasons.
3 reasons.
Wow.
People going to the beach are annoying. They carry too much stuff, and people want to steal stuff from them.
Oh. Okay.
I would just say in general, because the weather is better, there's more people out, so maybe there's more theft.
Oh, okay. That's a good. I like
Okay.
that. So we got
Like more
people going to the
opportunities for
beach,
something bad to happen.
More opportunities.
More
This is good.
opportunities.
This is good.
I feel like there are more events in the summertime. There's more places are open, so there's more active places to break into, just more
Yes.
crime to be had. I think
Uh-huh.
it's opportunity.
Okay, I'm going to give you a point. You're on the money. So, hot weather can increase our breathing and our heart rates, which make us more anxious. So, there is an element of, even though the website earlier said it doesn't affect us, it says it does now. That's one thing. Also, what you said about there's more sunlight, so things are open more. And when we go in the winter, we kind of tend to hibernate and things aren't open or people aren't out. So there's more crime to be had. And also it says that there was one more thing. Because we're not sleeping as much, there's more anxiety and there's more
Oh, interesting.
agitated behavior because we're not sleeping as much in the summer months as the winter months.
Like the summer sads.
Like the summertime sadness. Well, you guys, look.
There you
You
go.
win some, you lose some, but the good news is this website doesn't even know what it's talking about, so we're all in this together.
That was beautiful, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Was
so
it
much.
Wikipedia?
No, it was like weather.com, everything you need to know about weather.com
They
or
should
something like
know.
that. They
Okay.
should know.
I think it's just more vague. Like, I think for some people,
Yes.
it's
And they
True,
talk
and
about
then,
that
you
in
know.
the
Yeah.
study. They actually do talk about that in that study. They were like,
there's so many other factors involved in
Well,
all of
yes.
these.
They're like-
things.
most people were influenced by the winter months.
Right.
Really wasn't a lot of evidence in the summer months, but everybody's different. It's basically everyone's different, everybody. I like the summer. I don't get the summer sads. Do you get the summer sads?
I told you I'm sad all the time.
Well, you guys are in LA, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you have summer for like 11 months.
We have a lot of sun.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
a lot. We do have a surprising amount of marine layer and fog. More than I
Okay.
think people know especially if you're on the west side near the beach. It is like 10 degrees colder over there and foggier than where we live. So I would say we get like 2 days a week of sun, and then we get a lot of fog, depending on the time of year. It's foggier than you think.
LA.
Yeah.
It's foggier than you think. That
But
should be
let's
their
not
new.
talk about
love
the
this
weather.
conversation. Yeah.
Let's not talk about the weather. It's recess, and for recess, I think you guys have a little
Yes.
game for us.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I'm excited.
So this game just sort of I think it was birthed out of a game that we played together on our
It was,
podcast.
It
Did
was
it
birthed
pop
There-
out really
Jessica.
fast, or was it a slow burn?
Yeah, we both fainted afterwards.
Yeah.
We used to have a game on our podcast. We don't do it as much anymore, where we teach each other something quickly
Love it.
in 60 seconds or less.
Oh.
We
Love it.
assign each other a topic.
Mhm.
So, like, what are examples? Like, you've had me teach you the Game of Thrones entire series in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Like,
How? Okay. That's
you,
amazing.
You don't.
I have
you
to
just
go back and
you
listen
hit
to that.
you hit heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry
Try to give
Potter.
them controversial ones that will get them in trouble with anybody who really knows about the topic.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah. I think you gave me what did you birth control alternatives.
Oh.
And so like you do your best you can do research, and it's
Right.
also 60 seconds.
Right.
So there's only so much you can say. But he loves doing that because then people will write in and be like, Greg, you really should have talked about this.
Right.
And
It's like I had 60 seconds, you guys.
One of them though was I asked him to teach me about the best things about the worst people in history.
Okay.
I like that.
yeah.
That's
So
interesting.
this game is going to be called The Good Side of Some of the Worst People.
Love
Okay.
it.
And very similar to what you guys have been doing. I'm going to read a question about a famous, terrible person
Okay.
that you will definitely know. And I'm going to give you a list of possible options, and then you tell me which one it is.
Great.
Okay, love it.
Cool? All right, let's do
Yeah.
it. First question. Hitler led the first public campaign in modern history against what?
Hmm.
Underage drinking,
Hmm.
child poverty, economic monopolies, or smoking?
I feel like
Ooh.
child
That's
poverty.
what I was thinking
for some
too.
reason.
Should we do it one at a time like you guys
Oh,
did it?
sure,
Is that how you want to do this?
sure.
However you want to do it. You're the teacher.
You want to guess, Kels?
I'm going to guess child poverty.
You are incorrect.
Ooh.
How does that feel?
Not
I feel so
good.
I feel
Not
so much
good.
like ego now. Like we're on the other side of things.
Yeah, I see what's happening here. I see you guys are.
Don't get too cocky. Remember that baseball game where you thought you got a home run?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it's going to turn back around too. So, okay.
Okay.
Do I get to try to steal?
Yeah, it's your time to steal.
Okay, so give me them again. There's
Underage drinking,
underage drinking.
child poverty,
Well, that's not right.
economic monopolies,
Mhm.
or smoking.
Oh, I'm gonna go with smoking.
Ding, ding, ding. It is smoking.
Oh, see, he wasn't all bad.
Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, listen.
I would rather everyone on the planet like be required to smoke
Yeah.
a pack a day
Yeah.
if the Holocaust didn't exist.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
he
Like-
was like, I don't care about humans.
I don't care about humans. I care about this agenda that I've decided was important.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah,
that's
it is a
interesting.
it's a funny
So-
hill to die on.
It is,
That he
right?
was very
it's
anti-smoker.
interesting that like that's what you're against.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme
Yeah.
of things, it's just not that high on the list compared to some of the other things.
Yeah, he has like two whiteboards. One of them says
Yeah.
smoking. One of them says murder on it.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Right.
It's
which
like,
one do I do
ah.
today?
Which one is worse?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with murder for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right. Second question.
My turn.
Before Joseph Stalin entered politics,
Hmm.
he was considered a promising what?
Hmm.
Young
Poet?
woman.
Bassoon player, soccer player, or beer maker?
Oh. Soccer player, poet, bassoon player. What was the last
Mhm.
one?
Beer maker.
Beer maker. I'm gonna go with poet.
Yes, you are correct.
Wow.
Are you impressed or what?
2 for 2.
Yeah.
She knows a lot about evil people.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Lindsey.
Stalin's pen name was Soselo. That was his.
Soselo.
So sensitive.
Soselo.
So cello.
Oh, I'm so sensitive. I have feelings. I don't have
don't
any bad
kill
thoughts.
Just didn't see him playing the bassoon, you know?
Yeah. I don't know what a bassoon looks like, so
It's
I wouldn't
long
know.
and hard.
I don't either. I was kind of hoping you all wouldn't either, because
No, I don't.
It's
I have
some
no
sort
idea.
Of a
Not sure if that was a
wood,
hint.
it's like a wood instrument.
I thought it was a brass.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay,
write
third
that
question.
down. Bassoon. We're gonna do
Bassoon.
a
Let's look it
bassoon
up.
quiz next time.
a bassoon lookup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right after you look up the mixed up files of a G.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I can't.
It's
They're
on the
bad.
list.
We're gonna find something. We might have to go to the dark web for it, but we're gonna find it.
Yeah, you might. If you do find it, can you please tell me so I can find out how to eliminate it?
Scrub
afterwards?
it.
Yeah.
Scrub it immediately.
All right, third question. Ted Bundy Heard of him?
Ooh.
had which of these admirable jobs before taking up murder?
Hmm.
School counselor,
Hmm.
foreign language translator,
Hmm.
hospice care worker,
Ooh.
suicide hotline worker.
This is suicide hotline worker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I've
she
seen
knows
that
it.
meme going around.
Hmm.
There's a meme going around. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
It's like Kyle Rittenhouse scrubbed graffiti off a wall, but Ted Bundy, what did he do again?
We worked at a suicide
Worked at a
prevention
Suicide
hotline.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've seen that circulating this week.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. It's
Yeah.
like, look at this great But like, do we know what he said to people on the phone?
Right.
Was he really helping, or was
That's
he
a good
encouraging
point.
people?
That's a good point.
Know.
That's a really good point.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But even
you knew
so,
that.
it
You
doesn't
knew that right
cancel
away.
out. I did know that. I have heard that before. Yeah.
She
Okay.
knows about
I know I know a little bit here and there about serial killers.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a light passion.
Just a light passion.
Yeah.
In my free time, I listen to it.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 2 more. Do we have time for 2 more?
Yeah.
Sure.
Great.
Let's do it.
Cool. Okay. Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher
Oh.
briefly tried which of the following? Singing the British national anthem, starring in a comedy skit, taking salsa dance classes, or picking up archery?
Oh.
Margaret Thatcher.
I wanted
Prime
to.
Minister.
I would like it to be archery.
I was thinking archery too, honestly.
You did that to fool me. Is it sing the national anthem?
What's your guess?
What's your-
Pick
My-
one.
My guess
What's your
is-
guess?
My guess is archery. I'm just gonna do it.
As much as I would want it to be, it is not.
Okay,
Kelly,
so
you wanna
it's
try to steal?
sing the national. You mean sing the national anthem like at an event?
Yeah,
Do you know?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
publicly. Publicly.
Publicly sing. Okay.
Mhm.
What were the other ones?
Starring in a comedy skit and taking salsa dance classes.
I bet it's salsa.
I think it's a comedy skit.
It is.
Oh!
It is.
Really?
And
There
everyone,
you go.
and she was like so dry that
Yeah.
like it just seems like it wouldn't go over well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. People were saying that it's funny that she was in a comedy skit, the least comical person.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
never.
Right. Like a piece of
Yeah.
cardboard trying
Yeah.
to like make you laugh.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Cool. Well, we have one more, and I think
Great.
you guys are tied, so
I
we
think
can
we're
maybe do like
tied.
just a who gets it first.
This is the
that
tiebreaker.
sounds
Okay,
good.
great.
That sounds good.
Little tiebreaker. Cool. Last question. Osama bin Laden was a big fan of which American recording artist? Was it Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, or Shaka Khan?
Whoa. I'm going Whitney Houston.
I'm going Shaka Khan.
Whitney Houston.
Yes. They love her overseas. They love her. I mean, they just she's huge in the Middle East. I like when that song "I Will Always Love You" came out. I was in Israel, like I was little, and like they played it all day and all night, and we didn't even know what the song was yet until we like got back home. It was like everywhere you went was that song. So I just feel like it's a hit overseas.
Yeah. Okay. Good
Whitney
job.
Houston. Wow, that was a great game.
was
Thank you
fun.
There
guys
you go.
so much. I love it. Didn't you? What did you call that again in your podcast? You had a name for the game that you guys did.
Yeah, the game was called Teach Me Something Quickly.
Teach me something.
Teach me something quickly.
Kelly, did someone have a story?
Oh yeah. This is also your chance if you have an embarrassing story from like middle school, high school, whenever. Doesn't have to be in school, but like around that age, those ages. Like if you have an embarrassing story to tell, you have the floor. So either one of you could go, or you could both go, or.
Do you have one that you want to share?
You share yours first.
I think you're gonna know this story.
Okay.
It doesn't directly involve you though.
Bonus points if you're in each other's embarrassing stories.
I'm actually
That's
curious
fine.
to see how much of this you'll remember.
Okay.
So in middle school, we both were sort of in the same friend group, and I think there was like a somewhat of like a class of popular kids, and I wouldn't say that we were at the bottom, but we were not at the top. We were somewhere just in like the middle of whatever middle school hierarchy you have. For some reason, there was this girl at school who started telling everyone that her cousin was coming to school at our middle school, and her cousin was supposed to be this like out of state, beautiful, I don't know, 7th grade girl.
I love it.
yeah.
She's exotic.
Yeah.
She's out of state.
He's like, yeah. We were like, ooh, where is she from? And she's like from like Windsor, California.
Amazing.
But she was like, when Cassandra gets here, she has to have a boyfriend. Yeah. So she's like, my job as her cousin is to find out which guy in this class is going to date Cassandra when
That's-
she
My
comes here.
God, of
Incredible.
And so she was like, Cassandra has some criteria. 3 criteria. Number 1, you have to be cool. That
I
was the
mean,
first
sure.
criteria. I don't know. I don't make the rules.
Right.
Number 2 was you have to play football. She only likes guys who play football.
Oh wow.
Little old school, Cassandra.
Yeah.
number
Right?
3
Not
is you have
very
to dress
progressive.
well.
You have to dress
No.
well. Okay. Got it.
Okay.
You have to dress well, which, okay, honestly, that's the one I
Sure.
could probably get behind
Yeah.
the most out of all
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah.
And even that you could change. You know what I mean?
Right.
You could change how you
So-
look for Cassandra. Is that what you're saying?
You could fall in love with someone and change the way they dress. You can't choose
You
Yeah.
someone for their.
You cannot enter a relationship thinking that I will love this person if I can change this and this
if
about
that's
them.
the problem, that's the easiest
Mhm.
thing
If
to
that's
change.
the problem,
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
That's the easiest
Okay.
thing to
Yeah,
change.
you can
I see
swap
what
those
you're saying.
dockers
You
out
could
for some
swap
jeans.
those
You can
dockers
figure it
out.
out.
Yeah.
Have you all ever been through that where you love somebody but you just can't stand the way they dress?
no.
No, but like my boyfriend now, I keep saying like, let's go shopping together, you know. But I think he knows it too and wants to go shopping. But like, I mean,
Does he listen to
This-
this podcast?
Yeah.
no, I think his mom
Hint.
does. It's fine. We've
Okay.
talked about it.
Oh,
So anyways, so those are the criteria. And so I should say cool, very subjective.
totally.
Also
Yeah.
dressing well, extremely
Also
extremely
subjective.
subjective. I played football for maybe 2 years in middle school, and this happened to be one of those 2 years. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
a very
Oh,
quick
so
period
you-
in my life.
You were possibly on the list here.
I qualified.
Okay.
At some point, the cousin comes up to me, when I'm doing school, and she goes, "Greg, I've chosen you."
This is
And-
so ridiculous. So middle school. Like it's just
It's
so
so middle school. It's
ridiculous.
amazing.
It really is.
I'm so surprised. I didn't expect to get
Chosen
picked.
you.
I almost was like, I don't want to get picked. This sounds like a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It does. Cassandra sounds
But I was
really
like,
high
you know what?
maintenance.
I don't even know who she
Do you
is
even
yet.
know what
You
and
don't
she
even
she's
know
looks
so
she
like?
now you're suddenly her
I have
her boyfriend.
no
like,
idea.
It's crazy.
Wow.
I'm just like, I'm hoping that whatever happens is going to work out.
I mean, you would think that
Um,
she's the legend has it. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
would hope that
She's
you're
the legend from Windsor. It's just
Right.
so mysterious. So Cassandra ends up coming, and I meet
Okay.
Cassandra, and she's great, I guess, by 7th grade standards, whatever that
Right.
is in 7th grade.
Right.
right.
She's, and she's immediately like the coolest girl in school.
Right.
And so for me to be dating her is
Whew.
like on another level in the
Right.
middle school hierarchy.
Wow.
It skyrockets
So
you to the top.
That's when I was at my peak, which was a very short amount of time,
Hmm.
but it went downhill very quickly.
okay.
So here are the sequence of events that led to the demise of Cassandra.
Wow.
Ah.
Mm.
First thing that happened was she planned a day where we were going to go to the movies together.
Okay.
And we were going to go with her cousin, the one who was setting us up
Setting
in
her
the
up.
first place,
Yeah.
and a few other people. And it was going to be like sort of a friend movie outing.
Sure.
And I didn't realize that we had confirmed that plan. And so I didn't go. And I got a phone call to my house phone. My mom picks it up and she's like, "Hello." And then she's talking to someone on the phone. She comes over to me. I'm reading Harry Potter. I remember this vividly. I'm on my bed reading Harry Potter. And she comes over and she's like, "Greg, you have a girlfriend now?"
That's amazing.
Like, this is the first time like my parents have ever viewed me in like
Yes.
he can have a girlfriend now
Yes.
Right.
type of way. So she gives me the phone and Cassandra's heated. She's like, "Where are you? I'm here with all my friends. You embarrassed me. I told them about you. Like, I told them you were coming." And I'm sorry, I didn't realize we were going to hang out. I thought it was kind of a like, haha, let's go to the movies. That would be cool type of thing. So that was strike one. I didn't
Yeah,
show up for the date.
sure.
It's pretty bad.
Stood her up.
Second strike. Yeah, stood her up accidentally. Reading Harry Potter, though, was kind of a good substitute for a
I'm
date.
sure it
Yeah.
was.
If you
in the
can't,
long run, you probably
can't
you probably made the right decision.
yeah. Second strike. Actually, this was the second and third strike. Was that it was her birthday coming up,
It's a lot
and
of
I
pressure.
didn't know until the day of.
Oh.
And
well,
I
she should have
come to
told
school.
you. He was
Yeah,
mind
well,
reader.
I wouldn't say we practice effective communication
I
in our
would
relationship.
probably say not. So yeah. Mhm.
Understood.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So I come to school, and her cousin runs up to me Before I can even say hi to anyone, she goes, Greg, what did you bring Cassandra for her birthday? She's going to want something. And I go,
so ridiculous.
I don't have anything. I didn't know I was supposed to get something. I didn't even know it was her birthday today. And she's like, oh God, Greg, what have you done here? Like, she's going to like fix the situation. She takes off a bracelet off of her wrist, gives it to me, and goes, give that to Cassandra. At the very least, she'll like that. Say that you thought of her and you got that.
Wow.
And so I take her friend's bracelet. I find Cassandra and I go, happy birthday. And I give this to her. And she looks at it and she goes, this is my cousin's bracelet.
Oh my God.
My God.
Can't bullshit a
That is
bullshitter.
hilarious. I didn't know about that.
You didn't know about that?
No,
But you knew about the Cassandra thing?
just briefly.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah,
happened
this
like
is
a
all
3-week
pretty new to me.
window.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
That's hilarious.
really
Oh my God, that's genius.
a lot of pressure.
Wow.
So Cassandra breaks up with me on the spot. And at the end of the year, at the
Devastating.
middle school dance, she comes up to me and she goes, Greg, I'd like to have a dance with you. I want to be friends. And we were friends after that.
Okay.
And that was nice. We had a little
That was
dance.
nice.
So
she like put the drama aside and was like
Yeah.
the bigger person in that. I like that.
yeah.
What was
Yeah, it was like she was
Cassandra's
getting over a
cousin's name?
divorce.
Right.
Her cousin's name was Kiki. Kiki Arana.
Kiki and Cassandra.
Kiki
I
sounds
ran across a photo of me and Kiki literally 2 days ago.
Of just you
Send
two.
it.
Yeah.
So funny.
Kiki is a lot. She's a lot.
Kiki
of
was like the
lady.
Paul Revere of the school.
Yeah.
Like she was
Yeah.
like
Telling
disseminating
everybody
information.
What to do. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
definitely needed to be in charge. Does she have
Wow.
control issues?
Maybe but also she was just like all of her friends were like the popular kids, so she was
Right.
like, we're gonna tell everyone what to do now.
Right. This is what we're doing. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jack, do you have anything you want to add before we go to our
Yeah,
next
nothing
game?
that rivals that. The birthday thing reminded me of a quick story. In 7th grade, it was my girlfriend's birthday, and I forgot until I was in line, like the carpool line, to be dropped off, and my mom was dropping me off. And so I immediately just sunk down in my chair and go, Mom, I can't get out. I can't get out. I can't get out.
Wow.
Because I knew I didn't have anything.
Seventh grade girl birthdays are
No,
apparently
big deal.
really
It's a big
serious.
deal.
Relationship
Yeah,
killers.
Right.
Exactly.
Women, I'm saying this as a woman, but I think
Oh, you're a woman.
I know for myself, I was way more dramatic at that age, way more
course.
intense,
Yeah, of
way
course.
more demanding, like had a lot of feelings.
It's a lot. It's just mitigate, like managing the feelings
Yes.
was a full-time job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, okay. So what happened? So you
So-
sunk down in your seat. You're like, I'm not getting
yeah,
out
so-
because my girlfriend's
exactly.
gonna kill me.
And so my mom makes a U-turn in the carpool lane. We go to Safeway, get flowers and a card, and I killed it.
What a great
It went really well.
Mom!
Yeah. So my mom bailed me out, saved the day.
Mom for the win.
Mom for the win. That was
Exactly.
really. That's
Mom
a
for the
good,
win.
That is a
Yeah.
good mom.
That
That's
is a
so
really
nice.
good mom.
Shout
That's
out
very
to your mom.
sweet. Oh, I love that.
That's a really cute.
Sort of
story.
opposite approaches from the way my mom handled the situation.
Yeah, she's like, you have a,
Your mom's like,
you have a
have I
freaking
tell you
girlfriend?
nothing? Have I tell you nothing?
All right.
All right, let's do 2 quick games. Should we
Yeah,
do
let's
2
get
quickies?
back-
let's get back to class.
All right, let's do it.
All right, guys. We're going to study hall because
Ooh.
you guys said, both of you said that you didn't really study, you didn't really care, you kind of sucked at school for the most part, just flying by the seat of your pants, natural intelligence. You're like, well, we'll be fine. So we're going to I'm going to teach you guys how to study, okay? We're going to see what kind of skills maybe you could have utilized and probably didn't.
This would actually be nice. I might write notes for this.
Okay,
Yes.
advice that you could have used, studying tips and memory hacks. All right, let's start with Greg. True or bullshit? You should study in the same place as much as you can because it helps you retain information by being in the same place when you study. True or bullshit?
No, I'm actually going to say false on this. I think being in a different place would probably help you because you'd have like something to hitch your idea to. That's like in the place that you're in.
Wait, so
I'm gonna
you're
go
saying
false.
it's bullshit. Okay, yes, that is
false.
correct.
Yeah,
It is
bullshit.
actually false. Information retention actually improves when you vary the places where you study.
Mm-hmm.
I have that. I do a lot of memorizing in the car or on a walk, or I try to like get out of the house.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it like stimulates your brain in a different way.
I remember my dad's. Sorry if I
No.
briefly interject. My dad's technique for studying note cards, where like you have like a word on it and you're trying to memorize that
Yeah.
word, is he would give me the note cards and then do something random to me, why,
Aw.
like that I didn't expect.
Right.
So it'd be like biology. He'd be like, like not like a slap, but just kind of like
Biology, smack him in
just
the
like
face.
hey, ooh,
Aw.
Pringles. I don't know,
That's
like
so
just do something random
cute.
so that you just like remember it.
Would remember
and
it.
he loved that. Yeah.
Yes,
That
that's
is really
that's
cute.
that's actually that's really smart. That's like creating a mental association.
Yep.
Creating a mental. That's one of the techniques they talk about in the internet.
On the internet.
In the internet.
That's
Weather.com.
smarter than me, who would go like the answer is art, like fart.
But that's also a mnemonic
That's how I would
device.
do
That's
it.
something to you can make any kind of association.
Yeah.
Rhyming works.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2, Jack. When your brain is working, like when you're studying, you need to take regular breaks to help your brain absorb more information and to keep you motivated and focused when you are working. What is the ideal amount of time of study to do at what is the ideal amount of study to do at one time before taking a short break? Should you study for 20 to 30 minutes at a time, 40 to 50 minutes at a time, or 60 to 75 minutes at a time before taking a short break? What's the ideal amount of study to be able to take in the most information effectively?
It's the middle one, 30 to 45.
It was 25 to 30, 40 to 50.
40, 40 to 50.
That is correct.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. So, yes, after 40 to 50 minutes, your focus and concentration tends to become impaired, and any new information coming in after an hour and 30 minutes does not actually get assimilated. So you need to take those breaks.
Interesting.
Have you ever done anything for 50 minutes straight?
Very rare.
All right, Greg. You know how to Google, but do you know how to Google like a pro? Everyone knows that you put quotations around terms that you want to be searched for exactly. But what if you wanted to exclude something? Say you wanted to search for facts about dolphins, but all you keep getting info on is the Miami Dolphins. What could you put into your search bar to exclude, say, football from your search?
Whoa.
Would you put A, dolphin, right? You would write the word dolphins, then a tilde, which is the little squiggly line, and then the word football. Would you put dolphins dash football or dolphins vertical bar football? Which one would exclude football from your
Wow.
search? So you're only getting dolphin facts.
Okay, so we got tilde or tilde?
Tilda Swinton. You have a Tilda Swinton.
Tilde. We have Tilda Swinton in between.
A
There was the
dash
vertical bar
or a vertical bar.
and dash. Okay.
Mhm.
Ooh, this is. I'm gonna go Tilda Swinton on this one.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
I'll give you the
God,
chance to
something
steal,
drew me to
Jack.
it.
Go for it.
Yeah,
You
it's the dash.
It is the dash.
Wow.
Coming on. Did you actually know that?
I knew
The
that.
dash.
Okay. All right.
I did not know that.
The
I think of it
dash.
as it's a minus sign.
Correct.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
It's sort of like,
Hmm.
minus this.
Dolphins
minus
minus
football.
Whoa.
Now I tried it, and I have to tell you, it didn't work completely.
Really?
Well, I did
No?
their example of dolphins minus football. Miami Dolphins still came up, but just not as much.
Wow.
Just not as much. There was more animal dolphin facts sprinkled in, but there was still Miami Dolphins because their SEO is just on fire,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even
I feel like
put
I'm very
quotes.
rarely in that situation
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
I'm excluding terms.
Well,
Right.
if you studied as much as you should have, you would have known that.
yeah,
in
that's
school.
probably
So
fair.
We're here to shame you.
Yes.
I
This
learned
is
that,
study
within
hall.
a-
We're here to shame you.
40 to 50 minute period.
Okay, you did. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Whose turn is it?
I
Whose
think
turn
it's
is it now?
Greg's turn.
My
No,
turn.
it's
No, I
Jack's
just
No,
stole.
it's Jack's
It's
turn.
Jack's turn.
Jack, true or bullshit? Chewing gum could help improve your memory. Chewing
Yeah, that's
gum.
true.
That is correct.
Wow.
Do
Jack
you know
is a
why?
genius.
Jack is a genius.
Because it's I mean, I think it's like walking while you learn something. It's something that keeps your brain active.
Yes, you got the point for sure. So basically it creates an association. If you chew a certain type of gum and then chew the same type of gum when you take the test. So if you chew the gum while you're studying and learning, then you chew the same gum while you're studying and
interesting.
taking the test. It like somehow the
When you-
information is transferred through
the gum.
the spearmint. I don't know.
Very
Whoa.
true. That denting
Yeah.
ice.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like when you said it has to be the same type, like
It has to
you're
be the same
chewing
type.
orbit. You got to do orbit again. You can't do
Yes.
dentine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so
The
interesting.
same. It's because of like the sensory taste smell of the specific
Wow.
gum is like linking the memory.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Greg, what is the best type of music for studying? Do you want an A, B, and C?
Oh, that was just an open question.
Yeah,
You want me to answer?
but I can give
are you looking for a genre?
Uh-huh.
Okay. The best type and it's not like one of these like E, none of the above, like they're all the same type of answers.
My D is actually all of the above.
Oh.
I'll give it to you. A, classical
Okay.
music. B, sounds of nature. C, ambient instrumental. Or D, all of the above.
E is lo-fi hip hop beats with an anime character.
That's only funny to you because you saw that was on my Spotify.
That's just all over the internet.
That's literally what you just turned on.
I
What-
did not know that.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. Oh man. So I feel like it's a misnomer that classical makes you smarter. Or like it helps form associations. And I think a lot of people listen to, what was the last one? Like ambient sounds
Ambient
and also
instrumental music.
ambient instrumental and nature sounds are super popular for like background music. Oh, man, I'm gonna say D, all of the above.
That is correct.
Woo!
Classical music. It is true that classical music helps you study. It does. I don't know why. It's called the Mozart effect. It just improves mental performance. I don't know if it
Oh, it
helps you make
does. Okay.
associations or if it just like helps your brain work, like function more efficiently.
Open your mind,
Opens your
man.
mind, man. Sounds of nature as well, and ambient instrumental music. As long as it doesn't have words and it's like kind of relaxing, sort of like in the background, like it will help studying.
Or if
Yeah.
you were my
So
college
no Usher
roommate,
confessions.
Yeah.
the Titanic soundtrack over
I
and
don't
over
think
and
that
over
she was
and
wrong.
over again.
There, whoever
Was
that
she
was
okay?
was wrong.
It was really stressful for me.
That's
Yeah.
Taste of summertime
Awful.
sad. You know.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Hey.
Hey-o.
Callback.
We're gonna make 30 more terrible callbacks over the course of this podcast.
Love it. Okay, Jack, last question. True or bullshit? Staying up all night before an exam, studying, does not improve your test performance. True or bullshit? Staying up all night before an exam, studying, does not improve your test performance.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you
Oh,
have?
so you
That's
did
the only way
try.
I studied. I mean, I would find myself in situations where I had to bail myself
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
failing a class. So, it's tough. My personal answer is that it does help,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to say that the answer that you have is that
Yep.
it does not help.
That's correct.
Yes.
So
Mm.
here's the thing. I think it probably helps if this is what I've experienced personally. It helps if you literally know nothing.
Right.
Like if you
Right,
are
this is
coming
my
into
first
this
time with the material.
blind, you're like, I
Yeah.
actually, this is first time I'm cracking open the book. I say go ahead and stay up all night studying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you are at least a little bit familiar with the subject matter, study and then get sleep.
Yeah.
Because, and I'll tell you why, detailed information is actually only committed to memory during sleep. So you might read it the night before,
Yeah.
but you're not going to remember it in the morning if you don't get deep
Oh,
sleep.
wow.
So sure, you
got to sleep
you
on
have to
it.
sleep on it because that's you literally it like gets actually stored in your brain after sleeping.
Wow.
And I also read that
It's
losing
like strengthening the connection pathways or something.
Yes,
right?
exactly. It like neural pathways are traveled and it's like solidified. Losing one night of sleep can impair your reasoning for up to 4 days.
Wow.
Losing one night of sleep can impair your reasoning. So
I
you
believe
also
it.
just might not even be able to make it to your classroom. You might not even know where it is.
Right, you might just
You might
lose
just-
yourself in the moment. You own it. You never
Never
let
let
it
go.
go.
Yes.
You only got one
Yeah.
shot.
I think that was you, right, Greg? Didn't you write that
Are
song?
we back to Mom Spaghetti?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mom Spaghetti. That was yeah, that was my hit song.
You're not the only one that could do a callback. All right.
Real quick, extra credit. Either both of you can answer
Okay.
whoever gets it first. Extra credit. What font is the easiest and fastest font to read? What's the best
Ooh.
font for like studying notes or reading?
Calibri.
26.
Times New Roman.
Oh, you mean
It's Times New Roman. It's Times New Roman.
Oh, I was going to size.
Yeah, I was like,
font
I've never heard
size.
of 26 font.
Jack.
I think 12.
Genius.
I thought 12 was like half of what we could read optimally.
Got it.
No,
You
12
ever
is
do
like
size
the
12
standard.
and then you make the periods like 22?
Yeah, to get some extra space in your resume. Wait, you said calligraphy for your first
I
year?
said
Calibri or whatever.
There's like
Yeah,
a
Oh, right.
Calib. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Some
Times New Roman.
some
probably makes
just so you know, some other hacks: creating mental associations, like we talked about, drawing diagrams, taking practice tests, trying to teach someone else to see if you know what you're talking, to see what you learned, watching documentaries about the subject, using app blockers to focus, and rewarding yourself with a treat. I saw this picture. They put like there was a book open and like a gummy bear on every like two paragraphs. So like you read it, you get a gummy bear.
Oh
You read
my
it, you
God,
get a
that's
gummy bear.
hilarious.
Like that.
I need to
Actually,
do
I feel
that.
like that could work. Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well-
That's so funny.
Guys, we have one more quick game, but this game is really for Gregory because you need to get some points, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So
I need
Jack's
points.
in the lead right now. He has 9 points.
Whoa.
Gregory, you have 5. So like you can do this.
You could
okay?
do it. Yeah.
You can
Okay.
totally do this. So let's see. You need to make 4 to get tied. So let's do each question is worth 2 points, okay?
Okay.
We're going to just do a few. All right? So let's put your thinking caps on, guys. Last
Ready to go.
game is about bird migration because
Okay. So
you guys had an
relevant.
episode of the Weather's Crazy podcast where you took listeners through the key tenets of bird migration.
wow.
Is that correct?
It is.
So they should know this.
Mm-hmm. You said join us
This
on
was
this.
one of the. Yeah.
You said join
No,
us
sorry,
on
go
this
ahead.
very exciting journey of wildlife observation and get one step closer to becoming an expert on all things birding. Did you write that, or is that from the website that I found?
I wrote that.
You wrote that. Okay.
See, he's a genius.
And then
Here we go.
Bird on or something?
doesn't it say bird up at the end?
Bird up?
Oh, I don't know if I didn't copy and paste that. Well, this game is called Bird Up.
Bird up.
Bird
It
up?
It was called
go.
Bird Migration Station, and now it's called Bird,
Bird
Up. All right, so worth 2 points. Let's start with Gregory. At least 4,000 species of bird are regular migrants, which is about blank % of the total number of birds in the world. Okay? A, 15%, B, 25%, C, 40%.
And the number that you gave was 4,000?
4,000 species of bird are regular migrants. 15, 25, or 40%.
I'm going to say the answer is C, 40%.
That is correct. You're on the board, baby.
Whoa,
You're on the
alright.
board,
Bird up.
baby.
Bird up.
Bird up. Bird up.
Bird up, bitches.
All right.
I knew that podcast was good for one thing. It would be worthwhile on a podcast a year later.
Okay, let's go with Jack. So, the Arctic tern, which is a type of bird, the Arctic tern has the longest migration of any bird in the world. These black-capped red-billed birds can fly more than 49,700 miles in a year, making a round trip between their breeding grounds in the Arctic and the Antarctic, where they spend their winters. The lucky bird gets to see 2 summers a year. And over its lifespan of more than 30 years, they live 30 years, the flights can add up to the equivalent to A, the length of going around the entire planet Earth, B, from New York to China 15 times, or C,
Like, what's bigger, though? I don't even know.
3 trips to the moon and back.
Huh.
Ooh.
The Arctic tern, the longest migration of any bird in the world.
So it flies
Wow.
They fly
the farthest.
49,000 miles in a year.
Okay.
They live for 30 years. So the length of going around the entire planet Earth, from New York to China 15 times, 3 trips to the moon.
So this
and
is kind of
back.
like a math question too.
I want to say
Yeah.
New York to China 15 times is definitely more than the one trip around the Earth.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm going to go with New York to China 15 times.
That is incorrect. Hey, Greg, you want to try to steal?
Heck yeah. I'm gonna go with it's C, to the moon and back 3 times.
Yes. Oh,
The bird goes to the moon and
my
back?
God.
They don't
3
actually go to
times.
the moon, just the equivalent
That's
distance.
the length.
They can't
You're
live out
telling me
there.
it
in
goes
the-
from Antarctica to the moon?
I don't think you understood the question.
That's amazing.
All right.
I understood the
love
question. Bird up.
Bird.
You guys are
up.
tied. You guys are tied. So this last question.
Oh,
Okay.
what were those? 3 points each? You get 2
Those were
questions. We're
2
tied.
Those are 2
2
points
points
each.
each.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right. All right.
Yeah, you
All
better buck
right.
up. It's 9-9. Bird up.
This is for both of you. This is the last question. Whoever gets this right wins the game.
Oh my God.
Okay. I want you to think of your answer in your head or write it down if you have a piece of paper, Jeopardy style. Okay.
Oh, they did need a piece of paper.
I guess they did. Migration can be extremely dangerous for birds, and many don't often make it to their starting point. Sometimes natural occurrences like harsh weather play a role, but many times human activities are the cause of birds' untimely demise. In the United States alone, there's a cat.
Fucking cat.
having
I'm sorry.
sex.
The
Oh,
cat.
sorry.
The cat's
Sorry.
I think it's
humping
all
his
the
toy.
it's all the bird talk. The
It's
cat's
a
just
lot of
excited
bird talk,
about
and
it.
the cat is like, okay.
He's getting excited.
Here's the question. In the New York States alone, up to 1 billion birds die each year from blank.
In the United States alone, up to 1 million birds
up to
die a year
1
from.
billion birds die each
1 billion?
year. 1 billion birds die each year from what?
I can't
glass.
concentrate with that
No,
cat.
it's crazy.
Sliding glass doors.
Okay, so your guess is sliding glass doors.
The ozone.
Ooh, ouch.
Ooh.
It's entering back into the atmosphere.
I'm gonna
like
give
going to the
you-
moon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you each another guess, and it's definitely not the ozone. I'm gonna give you each one more guess.
Okay.
Right now, Jack
eating
is
the wrong
closer.
thing. Like they ate
Okay.
a hot Cheeto.
Eating a
didn't
hot
sit well,
Cheeto.
and they died.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with drones. People flying drones.
Oh, they fly in airplanes. They fly in airplanes.
Oh, interesting. No.
Wow.
Okay, that is not
All right,
correct.
Oh,
It's
God.
actually window collisions on cars. But I feel like Jack should get that because it was so close. Let's do one
Let's do
more
one more.
tiebreaker.
Let's do one more. Let's do
Yeah.
one more.
One more tiebreaker. Your cat.
I can't stop it.
It's all good. It's
I mean, I don't
No,
know.
I love it.
He'll be
it's
done
like a nice
soon.
background noise.
Yeah,
This is like the animal noise background that helps mental
exactly. It's
association.
helping. It's supposed to help you study.
Yeah.
Okay. To prepare for the extremely taxing effort of migration, birds enter a state called hyperphagia. What is it? What do they do?
Whoa.
What is that state? Hyperphagia. What does that mean? How are they preparing?
That
I feel like it's
is
like a-
stumper.
It's like a hibernation. They're like saving energy.
I was. I
So
think they
resting
fast.
to save energy, and you think that they fast?
Yeah, they bury themselves. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You guys, this is a tied game. You're both going to have to make a
We're both wrong.
valedictorian speech.
Oh my
You
God.
guys are both wrong.
Wow.
They actually bulk up on food to store fat so they could use that
Oh,
later
wow.
on their journey because some birds don't even stop. They just fly like up to 2,000,
Wouldn't
3,000 miles.
Would that technically be a hibernation though? Like stop
No, they
storing.
bulk up on food. He said like resting and he said fasting. So you
Mm.
guys,
Yeah, okay.
it's a
We're both wrong.
tie.
I think.
I think
yeah.
it's the first time in Fuck You,
This
I'm
is
Smarter history.
Absolutely, we've never had this before.
That a duo has tied.
I love it.
I love
you have
it
to give your
too.
valedictorian speech together.
Yes, give us your
Should we?
as our winners, you get to say "fuck you, I'm smarter" to yourselves or to us because we don't know because you guys are just as smart
Say it
as
to
each other.
Everyone, yeah.
And you
Can I
get
say it
to
to
make a
the cat?
valedictorian speech.
You could
Yeah,
definitely say it to the cat.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
What's your cat's name?
Kronos.
Kronos.
Mhm.
Fuck you, I'm smarter.
You are. He wouldn't do well.
That
on
was
this,
really
but-
beautiful.
Kind of rude.
Yeah, that actually didn't feel good coming out. I gotta be
Right.
honest.
And it's
I
also
feel- I
like
feel
it's
bad
a
now.
cat, so it's like, is it really something to brag about? But sure.
Yeah,
I, mean, do
I
what
feel like it's
feels right.
whining louder now.
Yeah. He's like,
I think-
is it true though? Actually.
I feel like this this kind of exercise was very fitting for our school days, where
Mhm.
Yeah,
kind of ends in mediocrity and just push you through.
Yes.
we think we're
yes.
right the entire time, but we're wrong most of the time.
Exactly.
Right.
You're a senior. You're graduating. We can't have you here.
It's
No more
funny.
tiebreakers. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I assumed you would win, and so I prepared a losing speech.
Ooh.
Great.
Great.
My
Well,
speech for winning was
technically-
gonna be that this was not good at all for my ego, and just
Mhm.
reinforce the fact that I need to come into things completely unprepared, and I'll be fine.
Yeah. And it worked.
right.
It worked.
So it's not a
Just so
good,
you don't have
not
to
a
change
great
it.
lesson.
Yeah.
I mean, technically,
not at all.
because you both won, you also both lost.
Right. So we could hear your losing speech if
Mm,
you'd like to
That's
say it.
true.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
can we hear the losing?
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, a
Okay.
little, let's hear a
Yeah.
snippet.
I call it the what's it called when you're not the valedictorian? You're like the whatever the second place.
salutatorian?
is?
Salutatorian.
The salutatorian.
Yeah, this is my salutatorian speech.
Love it.
Thank you. It's an honor to be runner-up. I've always wanted to be 2 of 2, the silver medal of shame. My therapist says I need to be more okay with not being the center of attention,
Mhm.
but personally, I think that's dumb as fuck. But got to give credit where credit's due. Jack fought harder than an overweight dad who's late for his flight. I'm like the Dwayne Wade to his LeBron. I'm the Melinda Gates to his Bill Gates. I'm the Ava Braun to his Hitler.
Wow. Beautiful.
So thank you. I'm happy
Yes.
to be number 2.
Wow, you
Wow.
guys.
I'm glad we
that
got
was
2
so
Hitler
beautiful.
references in today.
Yes, you guys.
I was just trying to get in as many as possible
yeah.
into your lovely podcast.
Thank
we really
you.
appreciate it for all the Hitler talk was really my
Inspiring,
favorite.
inspiring.
I mean, at least we're not smoking.
At least we're not
yet.
smoking. Yeah.
You guys, that was
Yes.
so fun.
It was
Thank
really
you
fun
so
to hang out
much.
with you. Thank you for coming on the show. Plug all your plugs. Let us know where we can find you, where we can follow you.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have to listen to your podcast. Let us know all
Yes.
your stuff.
This is Jack's favorite part. I think he should take it away.
It's the Weather's Crazy Pod on Instagram, the Weather's Crazy Podcast, Apple Music, and Spotify. If you like
There you go.
hearing about the weather,
Mhm.
storms.
Are you a storm chaser? Do you have
Uh,
relationship problems?
Oh, are they related?
Yeah.
No.
I think
trying to
things that are stormy.
rekindle your relationship with your grandma.
Oh.
Yeah. Does your grandma trying to rekindle with you, but you're not really about it?
Right.
Yeah. Grandma, get away.
Grandma Getaway. That's the name of your new podcast you guys are starting. Grandma Getaway.
And then your
Yeah,
grandma
that's
comes
our
in halfway
spin-off.
through.
And then she has a Grandma Getaway where we like go on
Oh,
vacation,
on vacation.
with your
Ooh,
grandma.
I like that.
Ooh.
That's the other
Wow.
spin-off of the spin-off.
Ooh, yeah. She goes to
Nice.
like Myrtle Beach. Yeah.
Yeah.
That inevitably has Kevin
totally
Harding in
goes
person.
Oh, yeah.
to Myrtle Beach.
It has Kevin Hart and Damon Wayans, and they're starring in it.
Well, you guys, everyone listen to their podcast. Thank you so much for doing our show. That was so fun. You can follow us at Kelly and Lindsey. You can go to YouTube Live. You can watch all of these episodes. You can subscribe if you love us. If you don't love us, go fuck your mother.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. We
Yeah.
should add that to the end of all of our episodes
Yeah.
from now on.
Uh-huh.
Go fuck your mother. Yeah.
Rate, review, subscribe. Tell your friends. Boop, boop, beep, bop, bop, bop,
Beep,
bop,
boop,
bop,
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 boppity, boop, bop. Bye.
Bye.
Fuck you, I'm smarter.